Inflammation is one of those diseases that's very insidious. It takes many, many years to develop, and lots of times we are not aware of it. Anyone between the age of 30 up is going to have some degree of inflammation. We have known for several years that all these diseases we are seeing on the rise that are increasing dramatically at an alarming rate are linked to inflammation. If you have an allergy, that is a sign of inflammation. You get lots of mucus, you start sneezing, you start coughing. That is because the body is equipped with a system to alert us that something is wrong and needs attention. The cells that do that are the cells of your immune system. And the immune system is a complex, diverse network of white blood cells that try to take care of the problem when it happens and then clean up after themselves. So while this is happening, that's why you see blood rushes to the location of the inflammation. So you see redness, more blood rushes in, so you see heat and swelling because your white blood cells are trying to get there and do the work. So it usually happens after trauma, infection, anything that's toxic, cell injury. All of these will trigger the immune system to react. The problem is inflammation is non-specific. Whether you cut yourself with a knife or you have a blocked artery, the system does the exact same work. So what causes inflammation? There are several factors. Stress is a very important one. When you are stressed out, your body releases lots of hormones, mainly cortisol, to shut down the digestive system, to release more sugar in the bloodstream, to give you more energy. Because when you're stressed out, you go into that fight or flight mode. The threat is in the next office or right next to you in the next cubicle. And it's there all day, every day, for months or years. If the stress keeps going on and it doesn't stop, then these hormones are constantly circulating and stimulating your glands, stimulating your adrenals, your thyroid. And after a few years of this, you're gonna feel extremely tired. You're gonna be diagnosed with multiple things, can be autoimmune disease, lupus, or fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia is nothing but inflammation. So as these are going on, you are creating inflammation in the body, but also now the brain is getting inflamed because all these hormones are circulating everywhere. Another important factor in inflammation, and that's my special thing, that's diet. Do not underestimate the power of food on your body. Oxygen, food, and water is what makes life go, right? So food should be the absolute first factor you need to address in any disease. Are you eating enough? Are you eating the right foods? Are you eating the right foods for you? When I tell people, okay, here is an example of what you can eat. I make a nutrition plan for them and I say, all the foods I advise you to eat, all the recipes I have made for you, they are all you can eat, and the more you eat, the better. And they look at me like I'm growing a third eye. Really? Like, well, yeah. You can eat as many bananas as you need because they are not addictive. It's not like ice cream. You can eat one banana, maybe two, then you'll stop. I know you're not going to overeat because these foods, once you're satisfied, you're done. When nutrients are depleted, when you have inflammation, your vitamin B, your vitamin C, B12, and calcium, magnesium, but also iron. So what are the symptoms? Anytime you find yourself craving sugar, craving salt, craving carbohydrates, and you're eating nonstop, but there is no satisfaction after eating. Anytime you find yourself in this situation, there is definitely some nutrients that you need, but you're not getting them. Sugar craving. Again, sugar craving is very, very common. Sometimes it's because your diet is not adequate, but lots of times it's because you just have been eating really bad things and you just get addicted to these sugary treats. I catch myself having an accent, but I can't correct myself. So feel free to correct my pronunciation. Another thing to look at is signs on your body. Yellow eyeballs, that is a sign that your liver is being overworked, that you have some kind of inflammation. White, brittle nails, definitely a nutrient deficiency. It can be calcium, it can be protein, you can be deficient in protein even if you eat meat. Did you know that? Because you may not be digesting it, you might not be extracting those amino acids properly. It goes in, it comes out, and you are just wasting your money. Headaches are very, very important. They are a sign of something that went wrong in the body, and you have to pay attention to them. The organs in the body don't live on an isolated island. They are all connected. They all communicate with each other all day long. So we need to find out what's going on in this communication. Have a systematic approach, and this is what we do in nutrition. We are not specialists like a cardiologist is. A cardiologist will only look at your heart. He will not look at your stomach. We look at everything because we have a systematic approach. We rely on evidence-based nutrition. We look at what works. Herbs and spices do marvels for you. Herbs and spices, cilantro, parsley, basil, you can have them fresh. In the wintertime, you can have them dried. Cinnamon. It's a wonderful, wonderful spice. It is the best anti-inflammatory, along with turmeric, ginger. They are full of antioxidants, but also lots of minerals. Vegetables are your best friends to fight any disease, especially the dark green ones. But onions and garlic, really simple, really cheap, very, very effective at fighting disease. And mushrooms are also good anti-inflammatory foods. Take charge of your health. You need to be in charge. The medical establishment is there to make sure that you don't die, to keep you safe. And if you have cancer, they're going to remove that tumor. Again, if you have something broken, they're going to fix that. They are not in charge of your quality of life. That is my job, but it is also your job. So all we have is today, and our health is the most precious thing you have. Not your house, not, believe it or not your children, because if you're not healthy, you cannot take care of your children. But your health is the most precious thing you have, and you need to nurture it. Thank you very much for listening.
Nutrition is a very important part of how we take care of ourselves. What we eat does affect us. Dominique gives a wonderful presentation. She is very explicit about what she has to say, and she teaches you a lot of things about how you need to care for yourself.